students, welcome to online earthquake engineering classes. In this particular class I am going to deal with numerical problems on equivalent lateral force procedure, or else you can call it as a static analysis method. We people are having already static and dynamic analysis. Here I am going to deal with only static analysis. I have taken one problem here. Just I'll read out the question. This is the question. For a residential RCC special moment resisting frame, they have given it as a special moment resisting frame, as shown in the figure. The seismic weights on the floors are the seismic weights they have given, that is W1 is equals to 294.3 kilonewton and W2 is equals to 1863.9 kilonewton. W3 is equals to 1079.1 kilonewton, and similarly the story heights are they have given here. The ground story height is 4 meter, first story height is 3.2 meter, and second story height is 3.2 meter again, and the building is founded on a hard soil. They are saying that the building is founded on a hard soil and it is situated in a zone 4. It is situated in a zone 4. So determine the seismic forces by equivalent lateral force procedure. Okay, we need to determine the seismic force by equivalent lateral force procedure. Okay. Now we have to solve it by equivalent lateral force procedure. For that, first we need to calculate the seismic weight of the building, total seismic weight of the building, and we need not to calculate individual weights or individual weights of the floors. Here they have given it. We need to calculate just total seismic weight, means by adding those weights we can calculate total seismic weight of the particular building, that is 294.3 plus 1863.9 plus 1079.1. Here it comes around 3237.3 kilonewton. This is total seismic weight of our building. Okay, next comes to, now we need to calculate the base shear. Computation of base shear. This is I have taken it as the next step. Computation of base shear. You need to calculate the base shear first. That is, you are having a formula for base shear, that is VB is equals to AH into W, where AH is the horizontal acceleration coefficient and W is the seismic weight and VB is the base shear. This formula I have taken it from IS 1893 2016 part 1. Here clause 7.6.1. IS 1893 part 1 revision 2016 in the page number of 21. Okay, here this formula we have, but we don't know AH. We need to calculate AH first. How to calculate that AH? For AH, again there is a formula. AH means horizontal acceleration coefficient. These things I have discussed already. AH is equals to Z by 2 I by R, Z by 2 I by R, SA by G. This is from IS 1893 2016 part 1 clause 6.4.2 page number 9 it is. Here Z means zone factor, already. I means importance factor, R means response reduction factor, SA by G means design acceleration coefficient. Now here to calculate AH we need SA by G also. I we can get it from the table and Z is also from the table, and here SA by G. For SA by G for hard soil, SA by G is equals to 1 by Tn. This is Tn means time period, it is 1 divided by time period. So this is, so we have to find time period first. We know that natural period or a time period, you can call time period, is equals to 0.075 h raised to h raised to 0.75. This is from this formula I have taken it from IS 1893 2016 clause 7.6.2 and page number 1. For RC moment resisting frame without infill. It is for with infill we have taken we are doing it as without infill. With infill we are having another formula. Now Tn is equals to, Tn is time period. So on I'll call it as time period. Time period itself, time period is equals to 0.075 h raised to 0.75. Here h is the total height of the structure from the ground level. We are going to, if there is a basement is negligible here. It is from only from the ground level. Okay, that is 10.4 meter. We are having the, here you can see, here we can see 4 plus 3.2 plus 3.2, it comes around 10.4. that is, here I have taken it as 10.4. that is, time period is equals to 0.434. Okay, now calculate SA by G for hard soil. SA by G for hard soil, this is from the table itself, from IS 1893 2016 for SA by G. Okay, here you can go for time period is for 1 by Tn, that is time period is 1 time period, here we have calculated the time period, that is 0.434, that is 1 divided by 0.434, it comes around 2.302. that is, SA by G for a hard soil is of 2.302. Now we have calculated SA by G, the value of SA by G, this value we have calculated. Now we want IRZ to calculate AH. Okay, this AH we are going to substitute in this equation. Okay, here now I'm going to calculate I, R and Z. This I am going to take it from the table, Z is also I'm going to take it from the table, and R is also from the table itself. From where we are going to take it, we'll see it now. Here you can see importance factor I is equals to 1.2. This 1.2, how I have taken it means, here it is from IS 1893 2016. You can just go to IS 1893 2016, table number 8, clause 7.2.3, 7.2.3, page number 19. Okay, this is importance factor for a residential building. It is residential building importance factor, they have given it as 1.2. Earlier it was in IS 1893 2002 code, it was for residential building, it was only 1. Now they have made it 1.2 for residential buildings also. And here next comes as response reduction factor. That is, this how you are going to take response reduction factor. I have shown you in the introduction of IS 1883 2016. There is a table for response reduction factor. The special moment resisting frame, it is a special moment resisting frame, they have mentioned in the problem. So from IS 1893 2016, clause 7.2.6, page number 20, you will find a table there, that is R is equals to 5. Okay, this I have taken it from this. Okay, so therefore AH is equals to Z by 2, I by R, SA by G. Okay, and here Z means Z means it is a zone factor. Zone factor means this zone factor this is also this zone factor, I have told you to remember these zone factors. Okay, this is zone factor for fourth zone. Zone 4, zone factor is for 0.24. For similarly, for if it is for zone 2, it is 0.1. If it is for zone 3, 0.16. Similarly, for zone 4 it is 0.24, and zone 5 it is 0.36. Okay, like that zone factor we have written here, and I is 1.2 and R is 5, and SA by G value we have got here, that is 2.302. Here in this problem. Sorry, here we have got 2.302. okay, next, that value I have written here. Fine. Now just substitute these values in this particular equation, put it in your calculator. You will get the value of AH, that is 0.06663. this is your AH. okay, AH means this is coefficient of horizontal acceleration, coefficient of horizontal acceleration coefficient, you can call AH. Now you need to calculate the VB, that is base shear. You have calculated AH now, and you know the value of seismic weight, total seismic weight, you know already, you have calculated it. We have added all these seismic weights here. I can show you this. Here people have added, and we have come across this total seismic weight, and this seismic weight I am going to put here. This is AH, this is seismic weight, that is VB is equals to 214.633. this is your VB. Now after computing base shear, the next step is to the computation of lateral forces at each stories. Now you people have calculated only, now we have calculated only the base shear. This is a base shear. Now we need to calculate the lateral forces at the stories, each story, that is story shears we need to calculate. Sorry. Now the above computed design base shear VB shall be distributed along the height of the building as for the following expression. The expression given in IS 1893-2016 clause 7.6.3 page number 23. QI is equals to, this is for story shear. QI is equals to VB into, or VB multiplied by WI square, WI square divided by WI, summation of WI square. This is your expression for to calculate the story shear or a lateral force at each story. This expression for this, by substituting all the values in this particular equation, you can calculate the story shears or a lateral forces at each story. Okay. Now for to calculate this computation of lateral forces at each stories, we need to have some table. I have drawn some table over here. You can see it here. Here there is a table I have drawn. This. Okay. Lateral forces at each story can be computed is as shown in the table below. Okay. Here in this table, in the first column it is story, that is story means I story. In the problem, in the while explaining, I have told you I means it is a ith story. It is ith story means in which story we are there, that is referred by I. Here weight in kilonewton, that is WI. WI means this W1 means it is a first story weight, like that it is. HI means it is a height from the base in meters, and WI HI square, this multiplied by this value WI into HI square. Okay. Next, this WI HI square divided by summation of WI HI square. Okay. WI HI square divided by summation of WI HI square, this value. Okay. Finally, QI VB into WI HI square divided by WI HI square. Bracket complete. This particular value, this particular expression I have shown you here. to get this particular expression, we have to find out these many things. First, we need to find out this value Wi hi square divided by summation of Wi hi square, and then multiplied to the Vb, will get this. Here I'll explain one by one. I'll try to explain it very clearly. See it here. For a roof 1, it is roof 1 means the top story. Roof 1 here I'm considering. Just see this figure here. This is your roof 1. For this you have got a seismic weight of 294.3 kilonewton. Just write it over here. And hi means height from the base. From the base, this height that is 10.4 meter. Just write it over here. 10.4 meter height means this height is 4, this is 3.2, this is 3.2, total 10.4. This height is from the base, it is. Okay, here Wi hi square, this Wi value into this square. Okay, 294.3 into 10.4 square. Here I'll write it here for your understanding's sake. 294.3 into 10.4 square. If you do this, you will get 3183.488. Okay. Now, similarly, go on doing the same procedure for these stories also. Here, after getting Wi hi square, do it for the same things for all the stories. Take the seismic weight of the story and height from the base, from this 4 plus 3.2, that is 7.2. Take it and calculate the Wi hi square. And here first story, here the seismic weight of this particular story and height from the base, this is as a 4. Next Wi hi square, calculate it, this into square it, hi square. That's it. And summation of this, you need to before going here, you need to calculate summation of this value. These three 1 2 3, add these values 1 2 3, this plus this plus this, you will get this. Okay, summation it is. And here also this plus this plus this, you will get this. Total seismic weight of the building it is. Here it is Wi, summation of Wi hi square, it is summation of Wi hi square. Here Wi hi square divided by summation of Wi hi square. This value divided by this value, you will get 0.218. Okay, this value, this is Wi hi square divided by summation of this. Okay, similarly Wi hi square divided by summation of this, summation Wi hi square value divided by this. Similarly, go on doing this. This value divided by this, you will get this. At last, this value divided by this itself, you will get 1. Okay, this is, you people have got these values 0.218, 0.663, 0.118, 1, lastly 1. Okay, here Qi, you need to calculate the Qi, that is story shear. How you are going to calculate story shear? Whatever you got the answer in this particular column, here this answer multiplied by your base shear. Base shear, how much you got base shear? Actually you have got already, you people have calculated the base shear here. I'll take that slide or a paper here. See here, this we will have calculated. Vb is equals to 214.633. This value Vb multiplied by this, this, you will get 46.79. Vb, that is here also I have written 214.63 into this, you will get this. 214.63 into this, you will get this. 214.63 into this, you will get this. Okay. Now you people have got story shears in all the stories. This is story shear in the first story, that is roof, sorry, the roof, and in the second story 142.299, that is the story shear in second story, story shear in first story, that is 25.33, and story shear at the base, that is we'll call it as base shear directly. You can call it as base shear, that is VB. You will have calculated this. If you add this, it is also comes around like this. Okay. Here Q1, Q2, Q3, I have written it as story shears, or else lateral forces at each story level you can write. Here it is indicated in the diagram, Q1, Q2, Q3, like this. Thus story force forces and story shears, distribution of story forces and story shears. Okay, this is base shear, this is the third story, sorry, that is first story, but it is indicated as Q3. This is second story, Q2, and this is roof is indicated as Q1. Okay, this is the method for indication of story shears. Okay, I hope you understood this particular problem. If you are having any doubts, you can contact me. Fine, thank you, see you in the next class.